Okay, good morning and welcome to Iyun as part of the greatest yeshiva in the world, Yeshiva YouTube. 40 shiurim a week. We don't stop, even during the Yom Tovim when it gets really hectic. Um, so I want to explain the last Mishnah in Parag Gimel, or Mishnah Yud, which makes a distinction between min b'mino and min b'she'eno mino. For example, you have a dough of wheat and you took off challah from it, and then you put that piece of challah in another dough of wheat that you didn't take off challah from. So the halacha is we're machmir. We don't know where that dough is, so it answers b'kosher. It's like truma. Right? Truma a little bit falls in. It doesn't have 100 of vatal. It's meduma. Or machmir, the whole thing is truma. So here also machmir, the whole thing is challah. However, this Mishnah says a little different. That if you have part of the dough of chita and you mix it into orez bread, rice bread, rice cakes. I don't know if it has such a thing as rice bread. So it depends how it tastes like. If the whole dough tastes like rice, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't aser at all. If the whole thing tastes like wheat, then it does aser, and you have to take off challah from it, like a whole thing. So the Mishnah itself makes the chiluk. If it's bin b'mino, so even a kol shu aser. Shelo b'mino b'no sein tam. Now what's this distinction? If it's bin b'mino, if it's the same min, right, chitim and chitim, right? So then it asers b'kol shu. However, when it comes to chitim and orez, then it matters what the tam is. So I'd like to explain this a little better. So min b'mino, when you have chitim and chitim, so at the end of the day, it's wheat bread. It's wheat bread. I can't distinguish and say it's two different things over here, because at the end of the day, if you ask me what it is, it's only one thing. So therefore, I have a little bit mixed in. So it asers like truma, if it's less than 100, asers. However, min b'she'eno mino, I already have two things. I have wheat and I have rice. Let's say in this case of the Mishnah, I have rice bread and I have wheat bread. So those are, to start off, min b'she'eno mino are two different things right away. So it's very easy for me to say, okay, I have contrasting things over here. One is chayiv in challah, wheat is chayiv in challah, orez is not chayiv in challah. So how do I determine what it is? So I have to choose one or the other. There are two things opposing each other. So I already have two options. So now we're forced to choose. So you're forced to choose. So you go after nisinas tam. Nisinas tam is del rice, the tam cake. So go after the tam. I'm able to choose one or the other. When it's the same thing, I'm not able to distinguish and say, okay, I have something which is already chal and something which is lo hufresh chal. I can't distinguish. It's already one dough. So it's one dough of chitim. I have to apply one halacha, and you have to go l'chomer because there's already challah mixed in there. However, when it's two separate things, min b'she'eno mino, so I'm allowed to choose already. So which one should I choose? Choose the one that it's more likely to be like. Which? How do I determine which one to call it? I'll call it how it tastes, because how you taste defines what it really is. Tam is very important. Halacha. That's the way I explain it. It's like a school and talks more about min b'mino, min b'she'eno mino. But that's basically a surface explanation of this concept. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.